Welcome to another episode of Watch Once Over. My name is Big E. Today we're going to be looking at my latest acquisition. This is a pre-owned Breitling Aeromarine Avenger Skyland. This is in black steel. This watch is PVD coated long before they were doing DLC. It is black PVD coated, but it comes out to be like this anthracite gray when they do it. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. But this watch is absolutely awesome. This is a limited edition watch, one of 2,000, and it's Circa 2008 model. Now, this watch is powered by the venerable Value 7750 with about, give or take, about 50 hours of power reserve. And it is just wonderful. It is chronometer rated. This watch is also 300 meters of water resistance. You see that right here, and it is one of 2,000. And you have a screw down crown, but no screw down pusher. It's pretty cool how Breitling can keep that water resistance without the screw down pushers. That's pretty impressive. Although this watch is just about 15 years old, it still is in excellent condition. That's just a testament of how good Breitling watches are engineered. You have a 120 click bezel with these protruding rider tabs. And this right here, this part that sits proud of the bezel, that is called the chimney on the Breitlings. That's the Breitling chimney. And just under that, underneath this double-coated front and back anti-reflective sapphire crystal, you have a rehold with the red 100 graduation scale. It's not 100 seconds. It's 100 just 100 marks. So you can time stuff like racing. This watch really splits the difference between a pilot's watch, a racing chronograph, and a diver, because you do have the 120 click unidirectional diving bezel and a diving pearl that is well lit. Also, you have these beautiful sword style hands, white Arabic pilot style numbers, and then you have lume plots that are circular on the end. Really pretty cool. The date wheel is white with black printing with a white box, white Breitling printing all on the dial. Let me zoom in and show you that a little bit better, as you can see. And then on the sub dials, you have a line stripe pattern on the left part of the sub dials, and then on the right part of the sub dials, it's just plain, and then that is ringed with a chrome ring. Nice little touch there for Breitling. And then the second hand has a red stop sign type indicator that is painted red on the tip. Now, I'll start the chronograph. It isn't a column row chronograph or anything, but it still feels really good. Breitling did engineer a smooth takeoff in here. Nice reset on this one. And the buttons are pretty cool too. You have the Breitling B on the crown, which is screwed down with excellent knurling, but then you have the wings on the dial. I like the wings. The newer models, they just use that B to get away from Breitling's aeronautical heritage, and they just want you to know that they're known for land, sea, and air, but we all know they're really a aircraft pilot style lineage. Now you get this cross hatching that is really nicely defined and etched out on the pushers. I like that a lot. And then on the back you have a simple embossed case denoting the number of the limited edition, and it says limited edition 2 also on there, right there, edition limited. And this is really, really nice. Now, the lume is fantastic on this watch, but let's check out the measurements on here. The bezel is going to measure 44 millimeters exactly. The case is a 45. The thickness is a whopping 17.6. And then the lug on here is going to be just about 55. Really nice watch, 22 millimeter strap on here. And I changed the strap to a rubber strap, but I did retain the Breitling pin buckle. And the watch looks good. Now, this is what the watch looks like on my wrist, which is 7.25 inches. Looks really nice. Look at the down the barrel shot, how the lugs curve around your wrist so it does not overhang. Even though this is a bigger watch, just about 45 millimeter watch, it really wears like a 42 just because of the way the case is shaped. And I appreciate that, and that's one of the reasons why I purchased it, because it was so comfortable. If you have a wrist above 6 inches, you will be found with a Breitling Avenger 45 millimeter. I guarantee it. Now, try to get one of these watches if you buy one. I would get an older one. They're really rugged, but they do still make this case different names. They make it in the GMT. They make it in the regular watch. They make them in titanium. All the same size case, different materials in some cases. But these watches can go all the way up to close to $7,000. You can get them about half price if you buy them secondhand, and they're every bit as good. Now, let me light this up, and I'll show you the lume. You do get a lume pearl, lumed chronograph hand, and lume sword style hands. I like this watch because of the contrast. That is going to be your transitioning shot. Here's your nighttime lume. And trust me, it is fantastic. There's not too many Breitlings out there that their lume is lacking. They do it pretty well with the Super Luminova. So that is my new acquisition. I picked it up. It's really nice. As you can see, the Breitling has a captive bezel, so you can't bump this bezel and pop it off. It needs to be disassembled to take the bezel off. And that is nice. And this crystal is beautiful. Breitling makes some of the best crystals in the business. As you can see, at certain angles, it looks like the crystal does not even exist because it is AAR coated. One thing to mention, some Breitlings, if they're worn really hard and rough, they will get scratches on the outer AR coating. Just be leery of that. But anyway, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want to say this is a strong 8 as far as a candidate for a nice everyday watch. Not a dress watch. Way too thick to fit under a dress cuff. But as far as an everyday watch, I like it. That's my new Breitling Avenger Aeromarine Skyland in black steel. My name is Big E. Please subscribe and continue to watch. God bless you. And as usual, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.